Good afternoon. This is Mark at the Wicked Edge Expert Corner Group YouTube channel and Facebook group. And thank you for joining the group with the ceramic stones. I'm sorry, I did not mean to offer my stones for sale. I just want to say that there are ceramic stones that are being hoarded. There are none available in the marketplace. At one time, there were 1x6s and 1x4s that were available from some of the stone vendors. And it seems that there's not going to be availability of them any longer due to Spyderco don't want people representing their stones. Spyderco wants to sell their stones. You can buy a Spyderco stone. Let me step back. These stones, these micro fines, are most similar to the Spyderco medium and the Spyderco ultra fine. My understanding is these original microfines from Wicked Edge came from the same place that makes the stones for Spyderco. That's the story that I'm told. The stones in the marketplace today were Spyderco stones that were cut. So they were similar to these. I compared these. I used these just a little bit. And I compared these to Spyderco stones that I was able to get when they were available. And they are most similar. There are Spyderco stones at Sharpening Supply, but they're not in a format for guided sharpening or for Wicked Edge. Maybe down the road we'll be able to get some Spyderco stones and cut them like I was hoping to do. And mount them on Wicked Edge style paddles and make them available. But it's not going to happen right now. Now, where do you get these? I pick them up when I buy used kits. I buy a used kit from someone and I accessorize it and I sell it on as an Expert Corner Group edition of a Wicked Edge model. So I accessorize them and sell them on, and sometimes I keep things out of kits for myself, or some of them I did some horse trading and whatever. It took years to get these originals because I wanted to use them to compare them to the Spydercos. And I can't make any statement about these as compared to any other ceramic stone. Except for, I prefer to use these. These, from what I understand, the super fine 1200, 1600, if you ever come across them, Dave Edouard says they work great on crew wear. I don't have any crew wear knives because the biggest knife I can find in crew wear is a 5-inch blade from Anonymous is the name. I can't think right now. The company that makes it. It's a common company. I want full chef knives. I hate to spend $250 on a Spyderco, but I might have to. So, no, there's no ceramics available for Wicked Edge unless you can find a used kit. Tangent 2. You guys that have all these kits that aren't using your Wicked Edge, if you happen to catch my YouTube channel, you have something there that has some value. So it doesn't in the kits necessarily make your kit worth more. So it probably makes more sense to take it out of the kit and sell it separately for the value that it has. You know, it's like I said, $125 stone, and sell the kit for what it's worth. Used Wicked Edge kits are not worth what the buyer, the owner, the seller, the owner feels it's worth, because most of them are discontinued models. And the discontinued models are not as desirable to use as the new models. And every part of them is not that desirable, except for in the Wicked Edge 100 series, the blue base and the square bar and the mount, but not the vise, and the stones, if they're black handle like these, have too old, it's probably, it may be new stones on an old handle, but that stuff makes it less worth in the seller's market. But this is where you find them, in those kits, the buried treasure. So look, if you're looking to sell something, you're looking to sell a Gen 3 Pro, looking to sell a Wicked Edge 130, you may be better off taking the ceramics out and selling them separately, and then sell the used kit for what it is. It's not going to give you as much more for that kit unless you find a real knowledgeable buyer. So that's about everything I can tell you about them. I can't say much about them for sharpening, other than it's not a diamond stone, and it has no place in the middle of a diamond progression in my sharpening experience. They are a good finishing stone to put it's its own toothy edge quality, because ceramic stones are different than diamond stones and different than wet stones, and the scratch pattern they impart is different, and the surface looks different, it feels different, it wears different. It's a separate animal by itself, and these are used dry. They're not used with oil, they're not used with water. These ceramic stones are used simply dry. So the dry ceramic is a whole different feeling, feedback, scratch pattern, and it has its place for certain steels. And I believe that place is as the finishing stone, the last down and on edge leading stroke that I would impart on my sharpened edge prior to stropping. Thanks.